think we're going.
Okay, welcome back. A little bit of a new setup today, as you're gonna see as we get into it. But we got three guests. You're gonna be seeing my back in the camera here, but we got three beautiful guests with us today. Ben, Sid, Andrew. How are we feeling? Sunday evening sports by the state.
Well, I mean, it was definitely a little scuffed getting this all set up, but I think this will work. As much as it needs to. So
it's an honor. It's a privilege to be on Sports by the States, an institution, I would say, in its time here at WNR Sports before it rides off into the sunset for the summer. Had to make sure I got on. I had to make sure Ohio got on. There was a good amount of lobbying, I would say. To get,
how much did you pay?
Ohio chosen. I paid in persuasiveness and charm, honestly. Ohio versus the world, guys, and we won. We're winning today.
I feel like this was our destiny for coming to Northwestern, just so we could be on this episode and spread our favorite topic.
Yeah. Spread the gospel.
The gospel of Ohio.
And so, I mean, y'all got into it. This is Sports by the States. WNUR Sports is seasonal sports block talk show for the spring quarter. We only got a couple weeks left, but it's a sports road trip coming to you live from the OACR. And this week, state of the week, Cleveland, this is for you. The people wanted Ohio, and Sports by the States has delivered. Founded on March 1st, 1803, the 17th state to the Union. The first capital of Ohio was, and I'm going to butcher the pronunciation here, Chillicothe. Okay, appreciate it. That's why you're here. State animal, white-tailed deer. State tree, the Ohio Buckeye tree. Some other fun facts. It's the mother of presidents, with 8 U.S. presidents being born in the state. Can y'all rip off Dome those 8 presidents?
I'll steal Taft because that's kind of.
We got Warren Harding. We got William McKinley. Said Taft.
Grover Cleveland's the obvious one, I think.
Cleveland's. You got I think Hayes, Garfield for sure from Ohio, Benjamin Harrison, and Ulysses S. Grant. Is that 8?
Oh yeah, Grant.
Did you get Harding?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think you got the 8 then. Yeah. So
my dog, when he's being dumb, I call him Useless S. Grant.
Nice. What's his name normally?
Pip.
Is that a typical Ohio thing? Or?
I don't know.
I have never heard that. That's a good joke.
Also a hotbed for pioneering aviation.
Birthplace of aviation.
Birthplace. Kitty Hawk, North Carolina.
Fake place.
Fake
it's
place.
Not real.
Does not exist.
It's not real.
We just proved today that North Carolina is not a real state. So.
Exactly.
Yes.
And actually, North Carolina now, by proxy of us being at Northwestern, is actually part of Ohio.
Yes.
Right. So now we also own the first.
Although I guess they got us back in the golf, but that's for sports.
Nah.
So we already kind of introduced you guys, but what's your personal relationship with Ohio? Why are you here? Favorite teams? Give us the rundown.
I was born and raised in Mason, Ohio, not far from Cincinnati. So grew up a diehard Cincinnati Bengals and Ohio State Buckeyes fan.
Shout out Mason, my cousins who recently moved there. Live around the area. I moved to Ohio in 3rd grade. I've been living there ever since. I live in Columbus. Big, huge Columbus Crew fan. Probably would not be doing sports journalism or journalism really at all if it weren't for going to Crew games with my dad as a kid. Ohio State football follow pretty strongly. And outside of that, keep tabs on the Cleveland sports teams, not the Browns. I usually just prefer to hate on either NFL team. And then the Cavs, Guards, and the Columbus Blue Jackets. I keep tab on those.
I mean, for me, born and raised, Dayton, Ohio, the 937. Shout out Mason for Kings Island. Great place going there this summer. But, it's, big Cleveland and Columbus sports fan. Crew. Crew is my favorite team, but the Browns are my first love. That's just it's just become an incredibly rocky relationship.
How did that come to be a love?
Yeah, I don't think you hear a lot of people saying the Browns are their first love.
It was my first. Yeah, it's very much like I love the Browns hate me. And like everyone who's a fan, but that's where we're at with that. And then also, Guards, Cavs, and to a much lesser extent, the Blue Jackets.
So it's awesome to have y'all on today, and with major cities in Cleveland, Cincinnati. Would you all say the hierarchy goes Cleveland, Cincinnati, and then
Columbus
Dayton,
won.
Columbus?
I think Cleveland is. Can we say Cleveland is last year with the three of us? Two Southwest Ohio guys.
It's Columbus one.
Yes,
Like,
I think Cincinnati's a solid.
If we're
I
ignoring,
think I've been to Cleveland in February. Oh Lord, I went for the National Wrestling Championships. It was not fun. I mean, it was just cloudy all the time. I'm sure it's wonderful in the summer, as all three Ohio cities are. But I would say Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland.
I would probably also say that. And then you got Toledo and then Dayton.
The difference is
Toledo is
Oh yeah, Toledo.
bottom of however many cities. We don't need to go on an
It's better
Ohio
than Dayton,
Michigan
man.
war tangent
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
We
Do
lost
you think
that.
we should have given it up in the war?
Yes.
Wow.
We won the
Hot
war and
takes here.
lost.
Hot takes here.
Having to get to Toledo.
Yeah.
But,
Wow.
Didn't Michigan get the Upper Peninsula out of that?
yes.
I feel like?
To
pretty
win
solid.
to win the dispute and then get the yeah.
That's
This is
a
why we hate
fairly
Michigan.
solid.
This is why we hate Michigan. Yeah.
Anyway,
First of many, we hate Michigan.
yes,
I'll leave it at that.
I'm no longer an Ohio State.
Keep it
fan,
coming.
but we do. I still hate Michigan.
Keep it coming. And I mean, the biggest part of that Michigan rivalry is actually Ohio's most successful sports team as of late. Ohio State Buckeyes won national championship in 2025. That's kind of the steady force of success in the state on the sports side of things. They did lose in the quarterfinal to U Miami this year, but national championship 2 years back. And then on the professional side, there's a lot of teams that kind of have been around but haven't gotten over the hump. The Cavs got the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference last year, made it to the Eastern Conference Finals this year. Doesn't look like they're going to get it done. We're going to talk about that. Bengals made the Super Bowl a little ways back. The Crew, MLS Cup in 2023. And then,
One of the best days of my life.
yeah. And then last major sports title, though, was back in 2016. And that was, major sports.
Big Four.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. You can't include NHL, and MLS is bigger than NHL.
I think at this point, yeah. I don't know. It's also, I mean, the Blue Jackets are just in
The Blue
No,
Jackets
whoa.
specifically,
The
yeah.
MLS is not bigger than the NHL.
Yes, it is.
No.
I'm so
it's
sorry.
not.
Wait, where are you
It's
from?
not.
Where are you from?
Really?
I'm from California.
No, I mean,
Yeah, I
like,
don't know how you can say that.
I think just in Columbus, like the Crew is a bigger brand than the. Blue
Oh
Jackets
yes,
are,
100%.
by far.
100%.
Like they just have a bigger stadium. They have more attendance. They have I think,
a better team, a better product.
Yeah. So, I don't know. At least in that part of the country,
Yeah.
I would say MLS reigns king. Yeah.
Sure. No, I mean, hockey's got their fans.
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
a
I'm
hockey
not
guy
doubting
either.
that at all, but-
I'm not a hockey guy either. I'm just, but we were talking about successes, but Ohio, it's got its share of poverty franchises, and a big part of that is the football.
Yeah.
And you look at the history, Bengals 0-3 in the big game. The Browns have never gotten there.
We have
in
4
the-
NFL championships.
Well, but
We're
talking about
they're
Super.
still
We're talking
NFL
about
champions.
Super Bowls.
Browns
We're
fans
talking about
talk
Super
about
Bowls.
Dinosaurs.
Look, I'm not even talking about the AAFC ones. Even though the NFL says they count, I'm not counting them.
So
I'm being humble.
Bengals, Browns, who's most likely to give the state its first Super Bowl, not NFL championship, first Super Bowl. And the bigger question, does this happen anytime soon?
I think the meteor hits first.
Yeah.
The first part of the question is obvious. Only one team has a quarterback. It's the Cincinnati Bengals.
What do you mean we have a Pro Bowler?
We had 2 last year if you want to play that game. But yeah, as long as Joe Burrow's there, the Bengals have a championship window. But it is still the Bengals. Does it happen anytime soon? I think there's a chance the next 3 years, but I don't know.
I just prefer, in Columbus it's very much a 50-50 split between Cincinnati and Cleveland sports fans, and I just prefer to not have a horse in the race and revel in others' misery, quite frankly.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think that I honestly feel like the Browns would get one first, and that is incredibly biased. I don't think the Bengals can do it when they have.
Maybe in 20 years.
Doug, you have Glass Joe on your roster. Like you're not. He's gonna get hurt or something, and then there goes your championship window if you even had one. But I think that it's not happening anytime soon. I don't think I'm going to see an Ohio Super Bowl in my lifetime.
Wow.
The first thing that goes when you grow up in Ohio with pro football is hope.
Yeah.
So, but your life, that's a long time. I mean, your lifetime, Ben. That's
I hope that is I
The
hope
Browns
that
have
is
been
an
around
incredibly
since the
bold
NFL's
take.
inception, and they not
Yeah.
made it to the bowl.
Yeah.
Bengals have gotten there and gotten very close 3 times.
And I have very little faith in the Haslam's ability to win this.
Yes.
Yeah, two of the
Yes.
worst ownership groups in
Yeah.
all of sports.
so we were talking a little bit already about the Browns quarterbacks. There's already some banter going on. Who starts for the Browns this upcoming season? Shadur, Deshaun, are either of them the long-term answer though?
No, but it's gonna be Deshaun Watson, and I have to this summer there's gonna be a lot of pre-therapy for me, trying to realize that my
Now,
starting quarterback-
therapy is a sensitive subject when you talk.
crazy.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, not that kind. But no, there's
Worst contract I think I've ever Can
Yes.
we agree? Worst
worst
contract.
contract.
If
I think
Deshaun
I've seen in my
Watson's the
life.
starter, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
God.
I make jokes about Shadur Sanders being a Pro Bowler, but he was genuinely a better player than Deshaun Watson on the Browns.
Yeah, I
And
think
so-
I haven't been a better player than Deshaun Watson since he stepped foot in the state of Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah. Stupidest contract of all time.
Hands down.
Definitely top 10 in sports history, if not top 5.
Wow. And they still get. I think every year they still get $200 million from the state legislature.
Yeah.
Just to have.
Yeah. So, but a little bit. Okay, we'll get more optimistic now. I know that's a tough topic. Ohio State football. Okay, this is
we can be
this is
happy
where the pigskin does move itself up and down the field. What's your projection for the Buckeyes in the upcoming season?
I mean, I feel like the Buckeyes are always going to be competitive.
Well, the expectation's always super.
Of
I mean,
course, yeah.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
expectations.
like Ryan Day. I think he said on a podcast a few months ago, if you're not a first or second round pick, I don't think Ohio State's the place for you.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I mean, but
I mean, his own kid is coming here,
yes,
right?
yes. I think it says a lot about the kind of culture and expectations that they have over there. I think that being said, though, I mean they'll be in the running. They'll make the college football playoff probably. But it's not the 2025 team, Jeremiah Smith, Caleb Downs, these are players that were once in at least 3, 4, 5 years Ohio State players. They were above and beyond the 5-star prospects that they always get. I don't think that they have the same caliber of top 10, top 15 picks that they had 2 years ago.
A ton of turnover on the defense. That's the question mark. Because offensively, Sands back, Jeremiah Smith, maybe the best receiver, and will go down as best receiver in Ohio State history. Back. That's a championship offense. Can the defense? Matt Patricia was magical last year, but it just doesn't feel like last year went in thinking they were the favorites. It doesn't feel quite like that this year.
Do they play Indiana this year? I think they do in the regular season, right?
I haven't seen it, but
I haven't checked. I'm fairly sure that they.
Whether or
do.
not they do on the roster wise,
Yeah.
you think you can beat it.
No, 100%. But I think my projection for them is 10-2 losses to Indiana and Northwestern.
Yeah.
And then
of course.
no Big Ten title appearance because it's an 18-team thing because money.
so it sounds like y'all all go Northwestern over.
No,
In
not,
course,
terms
of course,
of
course.
rooting interests, you got to
Yeah.
flip. Ohio State was my first love.
Exactly.
as
Same
Ben
with
said.
me. I was
But-
a massive Ohio State.
Still, and my twin brother goes there. Family still. I still got a
Yeah.
lot of love for Ohio State, but
Yeah.
Northwestern does come first now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a contest. Aiden Childs will probably go 300 yards in the show.
Yeah,
Or-
pretty much. Pretty
something like
much.
that. I don't know.
Pretty
I think
much.
we've got a 0 in the wrong place, but yeah,
Yeah, 3,000. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, if it comes down, on a real note, Ohio State as an institution, it's just for football, it's unreal. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be in DC for the fall. We're thinking about making the journey to Columbus.
Oh, I will be.
I
in
will.
Columbus.
Do you
so
figure
I-
out the
Little
Comrex
family will be
issue?
there.
Yeah, it might have to be the biggest road trip of all time. To Evanston, to Columbus, back to Evanston, and then to DC. But we'll see.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Y'all want to talk some hoops?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, not the best time, but a good season.
Yeah,
I think
This is a good
season.
season.
I
This
think
is
it's
a good
season.
playoff run. They just ran into a better team.
Yeah. I'll
What
let you-
what went wrong? What went wrong?
The Knicks are a better team.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think
What?
anything went wrong. I just think that the Knicks are too good, especially they've gotten really hot. I think they're by far the best team in the East in the playoffs, right? And so I think that it's just a Cavs team that had to play 14 games in the first 2 rounds ran into a Knicks team that played 10, and that's a big difference.
I
So.
think if they had held on in game 1, it would be a much different series.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
My mom was texting me. I was at the Wrigley game, NED at Wrigley. It's a good event. But it was like the game was ending, and my mom was like texting me. It was like the fourth quarter of the Cavs game. She was like, "Watch the Cavs! They're so good! Watch the Cavs!"
Oh
and she
no!
texted me during overtime, and she's like, "Watch the Cavs."
Oh no!
Ooh, yeah.
Moments before disaster.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not a Cavs fan like you guys, but in this case, I'll rep the state. But yeah, I just don't think they can defend Jalen Brunson. They don't have the infrastructure. Everybody saw the clips of Harden struggling to keep up. I think that's been the difference.
And even when they do, the Knicks have enough weapons. where
Yeah,
he
and
doesn't
if you
have to
focus
carry them.
everything on Brunson, the Knicks have too much firepower.
Exactly.
As a Cincy guy, where do you go for hoops? Or are you just not a big hoops guy?
I'm a Pacers fan, so this is probably I would
You go to
say
Indiana.
75%
That's
of
closer.
Cincinnati is
Yeah,
a
it's closer.
Cavs fan,
That's fair.
but Indianapolis is much closer to Cincinnati, about 2 hours versus
Yeah.
Cleveland's about 4.
Yeah.
So for me, the location was the reason, but most people tend to stick within the state.
Yeah.
As a Browns hater, it never made sense to me to be a Cavs fan, but that's typically the way it goes.
It definitely seems like there's more of a Cincinnati-Cleveland rivalry, and then like everyone will just like pick.
Columbus is the
pick up
mediator
Columbus.
between the three of us. But if people pick on Cleveland, since I've left the state, I've come to defend them a lot.
That's interesting, and that's the stuff you learn on Sports by the States. You know how the estates transcend, traditional geographic boundaries, and where the alliances lie. One last sport before we jump into some of the highlight segments of the show. The Crew took down the Atlanta United 2-0 earlier today. Analysis, thoughts from that game? Did y'all get a chance to tap in? And let's talk. I'm not the soccer professional. We haven't talked a lot of MLS on the show, but I think we have two of the biggest MLS fans in the station. So what's the deal with the Crew right now?
No, so I mean, I'm a huge Crew fan. It's probably the first like major sport that I got into, and followed the team through the 2023 MLS Cup. We had Wilfried Nancy, French coach, come in. He's probably I would say, best coach of my lifetime, but close up there with Sigi Schmidt as the best Crew coach of all time.
Yeah.
And won a chip. And then I think the year after that, like 2024, early 2024 Columbus Crew, I think was the best an MLS team has ever looked.
Dude,
on the field ever.
The CONCACAF Champions Cup run was
Monterrey.
quite literally the
That
funnest-
Monterrey game, I
most fun
think,
time
was
of my
the
life.
best soccer I ever
Yeah.
watched from an American club team in my life. But after that, kind of went. I mean, their best players got picked up by European teams. It happens all the time in MLS.
And the
so,
Haslams don't invest in offense, so we
yeah,
never got any
and
replacements.
also it was tough because they spent like $8 million on a new forward, and then he tore his ACL and meniscus. So the season's kind of been cooked. On top of that, Nancy ended up leaving at the start of the season, and so we brought in this new coach from Sweden, Henrik Rydström. He was like, Wilfried Nancy, he's like a nice-looking ex, and it can be tough if you're always looking backwards. You don't understand what's coming forwards. And he's like, a huge, like, trust the process. It's all going to be fine. But, like, his system ended up being, like, he sold, like, a really attacking and positive ball-dominant team, which was what the Crew had been for, like, the better part of 10 years, going back even before Wilfried Nancy.
Yeah.
But it just was not that.
Mhm.
It was just, like, boring, kind of flat soccer. He ended up getting fired last week. So that was the big news. And then the big understudy to Wilfried Nancy, Laurent Courtois, who was an assistant, ends up getting promoted as interim head coach.
What a name there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, a lot of French connections in there. The
Mhm.
GM is French, Wilfred Nancy obviously French, and then Laurent Courtois is Canadian. But he's like big into like Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's an interesting character. But they're thinking that he's going to be the maybe the next permanent head coach. They gave him a trial run this week. Beat New York City, beat Atlanta.
Mhm.
So 2 wins of the first 2 games. Rydstrom couldn't say the same. I don't know. I like my Canadian jiu-jitsu guy. They played positively this week, which I really liked.
And I mean, there's still I almost said European, but I suppose the North American pathway available for the Crew through the Cup.
Totally.
Like, don't even have to really do anything in the league. Still just in the semifinals.
Hey, in
because
the
we've
Open
had
Cup-
a very solid run, a very easy run, I suppose. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Open Cup doesn't get as much respect these days, but it's an institution.
Mhm.
Yeah. The
It still gets a
oldest
lot.
tournament in
In the
American
country.
soccer.
Leagues Cup.
No, not real.
Yeah.
Not real. Not a real.
I did
tournament.
my senior thesis on why Leagues Cup was bad.
Really.
Like, genuinely.
Really.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, that was part of it, but like that was I did my high school senior thesis on that.
I'll have to read that sometime.
Oh, it's gone.
Wow.
What?
It was
It's
on
gone?
my School email. Yeah.
Oh,
I suppose
no.
I can ask to get it back. I'm not sure if the files would stay.
Well, I guess we'll as who was it? Yeah. I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never
So
know.
that's what we have from our Crew experts. And Andrew, you got anything to add on the Crew, or you're not a big Crew guy?
FC Cincinnati, a newer MLS team, but really growing in the city. Similar trajectory in the past couple of years with the Crew. They didn't quite reach the same heights. Been downhill, but they won
Imagine-
6-2 yesterday. I think they're on the right track.
Imagine being up 2-0 in the 81st minute of a conference final and losing to Columbus.
That was heritage.
Oof.
I
Yeah.
did watch.
Right now.
Might be the
Oof.
only
Oh,
full
it's the
MLS
City
match
City.
I've ever watched. So
Hey, keep watching.
and
please.
the last
Yeah.
after the waiting.
I insist. Please keep watching.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend to have any ball knowledge there.
Fair.
So now we're gonna enter what's a favorite segment on the show, but we're gonna call a bit of an audible. And I've got some fun trivia prepared for the end of the show. So we're gonna shorten Mount Rushmore. We're gonna do the shortened version. So we're all, instead of doing a draft, we're all gonna pick an Ohio athlete. If you haven't watched the show before, the way that Mount Rushmore works is really any way that you can link an athlete to the state, whether they were born there, whether they played college there, professional sports, any of that goes. And so we're going to build a Mount Rushmore with one athlete coming from each of us, and then we're going to head into trivia to close it out. And our for first pick here, let's go to Ben Dannemiller.
Yeah, I'm going to start off, I think, with the obvious one, Jim Brown, the greatest Ohio.
That's not where I thought you were going when you said the obvious
Hey,
one.
I know exactly who you're thinking of, and he is not on my Mount Rushmore.
Really?
To be very clear.
Wow. We'll have to get
How
into
is that? How is that?
Very Southwest
How is that
United States.
possible?
No, genuinely, like, he is not, because he's not an Ohio player. He's a California player now. He's been there for too
He
long.
was born in Akron. He
Does not
he
matter.
went to high
Does
school
not
in
matter.
What?
Does
That
not
is
matter.
that is
This are
absurd.
actually crazy.
That is absurd.
Not
And I
a
hate-
non-defender
I
by
hate
any
LeBron.
means.
I hate LeBron.
Regardless,
Yes.
Jim Brown. I don't think that's a
It's
controversial
not a controversial
pick.
pick to put on the Rushmore, but okay.
Sid,
Jim Brown.
you got the second pick.
I mean,
Do the right thing.
do I have to correct history?
Do the right thing.
Yeah. I have the literal slam dunk LeBron. Fine. Yeah. Fine. Okay. So justice has been served. Sure. All right. Moving on. Everyone,
I
you
get
don't
it,
have
but
to.
I-
Can I give an honorable mention here, just to Anthony Munoz?
Yeah.
Bengals franchise best left tackle in NFL history, but it's
I know.
Jesse. Jesse, yes, I do. Great man, lives in Mason, Ohio. Anyways, Jesse Owens has to be the pick here. Ohio State legend,
shit, yeah.
Olympic legend, American icon, hero.
It's a great pick.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you're going top 3, it's pretty clear cut.
Yeah.
We have to talk about this California player.
He's not
Who
on
is on your Mount Rushmore? If you had to pick top,
my Mount
if not
Rushmore
LeBron.
is now. To be fair, I don't have the Cincinnati ball knowledge as much, right?
Sure.
So this is like mostly.
It's just Munoz. There's
It's-
nobody else.
It's Jesse.
Joey
Owens.
Votto? Joey Votto? No.
Yeah, Votto.
Joey Votto.
Valid.
In the 21st century.
Jesse Owens, definitely. It is Jesse Owens, Jim Brown,
Pete Rose.
honestly Paul Brown, because he was like founded the Bengals, basically made Ohio State football relevant,
Paul
and was
Brown.
a longtime coach of the Browns, and founded the Browns. And then, I'm blanking on his name.
See, I was gonna give my four to
All
gonna
those
give-
over LeBron.
my four to Nicholas.
Oh, Jack,
I'm
Oh,
a fan of
yeah.
that shout.
Wait,
I'm
that's a
fan
good
of
But-
shout. That's a good shout.
You know,
Memorial.
I think LeBron's got to be up there. Okay, going 5 minutes left here. We're gonna go into trivia. I'm just gonna explain it fast, and you guys are gonna scramble.
Yeah.
Okay. We're cutting part of it, so we're cutting it down. But I want you guys to name as many Ohio starting quarterbacks in the NFL since 2015. Anybody that has started a game, Bengals or Browns, since 2015. How many can you guys get in the time remaining?
Are we working together?
You just go.
Just go. Okay.
All right, Burrow, Joe Flacco for
Yeah.
both teams.
Yeah.
Ryan Finley, my legend.
Great.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun
We'll go to
Watson.
the Browns for a little bit.
Menzel.
Yeah, Menzel, Shadur Sanders. Who's the Minnesota guy who came over to the Browns?
A lot of Cleveland
A
Browns.
lot of Cleveland Browns.
AJ McCarron.
Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton.
Yes.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Yes.
Childhood hero.
Otto
Yep.
Graham.
Carson Palmer.
Yeah.
Otto Graham,
That's
Carson
the
Palmer.
timeline.
Well, Otto Graham, we're
Wait, what?
since 2015.
Oh.
Okay,
Otto
hold on.
Graham.
AJ
Otto
McCarron.
Graham.
Yeah, no Otto Graham.
Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield.
Did you say Driscoll?
No, I did not say Jeff Driscoll.
I
But
thought I
Baker
heard of
Mayfield.
Jeff Driscoll.
What we got?
Josh Johnson?
Who got injured?
No Josh Johnson.
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor for the Browns. What you got?
Jake Browning.
Jake Browning.
Yep.
Insane
Browning.
run.
Who is the
How
Minnesota
many
Vikings player?
players
Mullins?
have played for the Browns who have been named Brown?
It's a really
Jake
good
Brown's the big
question.
one.
That's a
Don't talk about
phenomenal
that,
question.
but It is
Figure that
pretty
out
much
later.
Jim Brown is
Yeah.
like the main one. Who else? Who's the Vikings guy? I'm getting hung up on the Vikings guy.
I know who you're thinking of.
Wow.
Case Keenum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Bailey Zappi
Yep.
started one game.
Hannah Miller knows.
Yeah,
Was it Dylan Gabriel?
Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel
Yep,
started.
Was Brian Hoyer post 2015?
He was not.
He was not
2014.
Yeah.
How many? Do you
Andrew, you got one more Bengal that you're missing.
What's the timeline here?
2015.
2015.
Since 2015. Oh, when
Like,
did
what,
this
like
guy play? A
around
little
when-
bit, probably in the middle, like 2020-ish.
Okay.
I know that he was with the Niners recently.
Oh,
Did you
Brandon Allen.
Yeah,
Brandon
yeah.
Allen had a good.
So you guys completed the Bengals. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I mean, you can't complete the Browns.
Yeah.
That's the
No,
thing.
that's
Oh, you can't.
Like an
Genuinely
encyclopedia.
Some big names: Austin Davis, Connor Shaw,
Connor Shaw.
Kevin Hogan,
Oh,
Deshaun Kaiser.
Oh, Deshaun.
yeah, yeah. It goes so deep.
Wait,
I mean,
RG3 too, right?
Cody Kessler.
Oh,
Yep. RG3 was in there. Nick Mullins.
It's a nickname.
DTR.
He was actually good.
This is
Oh,
why
Jameis Winston.
Jameis.
Jameis Winston.
yeah.
Jameis
The GOAT.
Winston.
The
P-
greatest Browns quarterback.
PJ Walker got under helm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of names, a lot of faces. Any final words as we sign off? That's Sports by the States with Ohio.
Skyline Chili
Is
rocks.
incredible. My
Rocks?
friend bought the Skyline Chili ice cream.
Yeah.
If you guys want some,
Did it?
It's-
Was it
it's
actually
okay.
Chili ice
It's-
cream.
it's mid.
Let's stick to what Skyline does. But Graders ice cream though.
Yes,
Unbelievable.
shout out Graders.
Graders.
Yes.
That people don't know. If
There's one in Winnetka.
yes, but it's from Cincinnati. That's
Yeah.
all our thing.
I do actually, as someone from Columbus, I do prefer Graders over Jennings.
Yes.
I Dayton.
I
doesn't like
wish
Winnetka.
I wish Graders was as big as Jennings. I wish every like I see Jennings everywhere all the time. I
Mhm.
wish there was just a Graders there.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
yeah.
They just do too much.
Shout out
Jennings just does too much.
to
Oh, Canton. Have we not talked about Canton in the birthplace of football in the Hall?
Yeah,
of
Hall of
Fame?
Fame.
Bro,
Shout
out.
shout out to Bill's Donuts in Dayton. Best top 5 donut place in the country. So yeah, go there if you're ever in Dayton.
How can
Why
you
would-
say it's a top 5 donut place in the country?
I mean, several.
He's been to every
newspapers.
donut
Yeah,
place
that's-
in the country.
Several. Okay, it has
It's a
like
national
won that
opinion.
award. Like several. Also, Dayton has like a bunch of world class steakhouses somehow.
Really?
Yeah, President Bush. I think the first one went to the Pine Club in
Huh.
Dayton, and they don't do reservations at the Pine Club, so you had to wait outside.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait for a table to open up.
That's one.
That is a
decent.
great. There's
That's
like a
decent.
picture of it hung up. It's great, but yeah, go
Great
Flyers.
state. Great state. Oh.
Nope.
We got
Oh,
Oh.
we can do a little OH
No.
for the
OH.
Oh. Come on.
No. No.
Thank
No
you
longer.
guys for tuning in. We will catch you next week. Have a great week. That's Sports by the
Thank you.
State.
Heritage.
Just hit stop streaming. That should do it.